In 2182, the Galactic Concord mocked Earth as a backwater speck, a planet of primitives unworthy of notice. But beneath the scorn, humanity forged a secret weapon, a stealth fleet to rival the stars. When the Concord's arrogance blinds them, Earth's hidden armada decloaks, ready to rewrite the galaxy's story. Welcome to humanity's defiance. In the year 2182, the Galactic Concord dominated the Orion Arm. Its fleets of gleaming warships and towering citadels on 1,000 worlds symbolized unchallenged power. Alien species, scaled, feathered, or crystalline, pledged fealty to the Concord's ruling assembly, a council of elite commanders from the galaxy's most advanced civilizations. Earth, a small blue planet on the galaxy's edge, was a footnote in their records, a curiosity dismissed as primitive. In the assembly's opulent halls on the planet Vorin, dignitaries gathered, their laughter sharp as they projected holograms of Earth's smog-choked cities and outdated fusion reactors. "They still burn carbon," scoffed High Executor Zykra, a serpentine being whose scales shimmered with bioluminescence. The assembly roared, toasting to their latest conquests with crystalline goblets. On Earth, however, a silent revolution simmered. For decades, humanity had endured the Concord's disdain, intercepted through hacked deep space transmissions. Scientists, engineers, and strategists worked in hidden bunkers beneath the Arctic tundra, driven by a singular purpose: to prove humanity's worth. Their creation was the Shadow Armada, a fleet of stealth vessels capable of evading the Concord's sensors. These ships, built from reverse-engineered alien tech and human ingenuity, were humanity's answer to the galaxy's mockery. Commander Nia Okoye stood on the bridge of the Eclipse, the Armada's flagship. Her braided hair was pinned tightly, her brown eyes scanning the holographic displays that mapped the fleet's status. The Eclipse was a marvel, sleek, black, and cloaked in a metamaterial hull that bent light and radar. Her crew, a diverse mix of humans from the planet's 7 megacontinents, buzzed with anticipation. Nia's second-in-command, Lieutenant Aisha Patel, monitored the stealth systems. "All cloaking arrays are green, Commander," Aisha reported, her voice calm but electric. "We're ready to move." Nia nodded, her gaze fixed on a hologram. Of Vorin, the Concord's political heart. "Let's show them what we're made of," she said, her tone resolute. The Eclipse led a fleet of 12 stealth ships, each crew trained for years in simulators buried beneath Earth's oceans. Their target was Vorin's orbital defense grid, a network of satellites and cruisers that protected the assembly's seat of power. The mission: infiltrate, disable, and send a message. As the fleet slipped past Neptune's orbit, Nia activated a secure channel to the Concorde. "This is Commander Okoye of the United Earth Armada. You've underestimated us for too long. Stand down, or face the consequences." A deep, rumbling laugh echoed back, belonging to Warlord Krenvor, a hulking furred commander known for crushing rebellions. "Earth, you dare threaten us with your toys?" he sneered. "Return to your mud huts." Nia's jaw clenched. "You'll regret that," she said, cutting the transmission. She signaled Aisha, and the fleet's cloaking systems disengaged. 12 black ships materialized in Vorin's orbit, their sudden appearance sending the Concord's command center into chaos. Alarms blared as officers scrambled to respond. "What are those?" Krenvor bellowed, his confidence fraying. The Eclipse fired first, a volley of plasma torpedoes that tore through a Concorde cruiser's shields. The battle had begun. Vorin's orbit erupted into chaos. The Concorde's defense grid, designed to repel armadas of known galactic powers, was unprepared for Earth's stealth fleet. The Shadow Armada's ships moved like phantoms, their metamaterial hulls scattering sensors and deflecting scans. Nia directed the Eclipse with precision, targeting the grid's command satellites. "Focus fire on their relays," she ordered. "Cut their communications." Lieutenant Patel's fingers danced across her console, coordinating the fleet's movements. The Eclipse and its sister ships, the Wraith, Spectre, and others, struck with synchronized accuracy. Plasma beams lanced through the void. disabling satellites before the Concorde could raise their shields. On Vorin, Krenvor watched his holographic displays flicker, his fleet's coordination crumbling. "Mobilize the reserves," he roared, slamming a clawed fist onto his command podium. The Concorde's cruisers, massive vessels bristling with ion cannons, lumbered into formation. But they were too slow. Earth's ships darted between them, exploiting gaps in their defenses. Aisha intercepted their communications, relaying frantic orders to Nia. "They're trying to regroup at Sector 7, she said. "If we hit their flagship now, we can break their chain of command." Nia nodded. "Take us in." The Eclipse dove toward the Dominion, Krenvor's flagship, a behemoth twice the size of Earth's largest ship. As they closed in, the Dominion's cannons unleashed a barrage, but the Eclipse's stealth systems redirected most of the energy. Nia's crew fired a concentrated pulse, overloading the Dominion's shields. A secondary volley ruptured its hull, sending debris spiraling into space. On Vorin, the Assembly's dignitaries watched in horror. Zikra's scales dulled with fear. "How is this possible?" she hissed. "They're primitives." But the evidence was undeniable. Earth's fleet was rewriting the rules of galactic warfare. Back on the Eclipse, Nia's crew celebrated each hit, but she remained focused. "We're not done yet," she said. "They'll counterattack. Prepare for Phase 2. Phase 2 involved deploying decoy drones, small cloak devices that mimicked the Armada's signatures, confusing the Concorde's sensors. As the drones scattered, the Concorde's fleet fired wildly, wasting energy on ghosts. Nia's strategy was working, but she knew the Concorde's reserves were vast. They needed to cripple Vorin's defenses before reinforcements arrived. She opened a channel to her fleet. "All ships, target their power relays. We need to black out their grid." The Armada complied, striking power stations orbiting Vorin. Explosions lit up the planet's night sky, visible from the Assembly's chambers. Krenvor's rage turned to desperation. "Divert all power to the shields," he ordered, but it was too late. The grid was collapsing. With Vorin's orbital defenses in disarray, Nia saw an opportunity to escalate. The Shadow Armada's success had stunned the Concorde, but their ground-based weapons on Vorin remained active. Nia devised a risky plan: infiltrate the planet's surface and disable its planetary cannons, massive railguns capable of targeting ships in orbit. "We need a ground team," she told her crew. "Volunteers only." Captain Marcus Reyes, a grizzled exobiologist-turned-soldier, stepped forward. His weathered face betrayed no fear. "I'll lead it," he said. "Give me a squad and a shuttle." Nia assigned him a team of 6, including engineer Lila Chen, a prodigy who'd helped design the Armada's cloaking tech. Their shuttle, cloaked to avoid detection, descended toward Vorin's polar region, where the cannons were housed. On the surface, Marcus's team navigated a labyrinth of conquered fortifications. Lila hacked into the cannon's control systems, her portable AI deciphering alien code. "These systems are ancient," she muttered. "They rely on centralized power. If we overload the core, the cannons shut down." "Do it," Marcus ordered, covering her with his pulse rifle as conquered drones patrolled nearby. Lila planted a disruptor, triggering a surge that fried the cannon's grid. Across Vorin, railguns fell silent, leaving the planet defenseless. In orbit, Nia monitored the ground team's progress. The Eclipse led a feint, drawing the Concorde's remaining ships away from the planet. Aisha intercepted a transmission from Krenvor, now aboard a secondary cruiser. "He's calling for reinforcements from the outer systems," she reported. "They'll be here in 12 hours. "We don't have 12 hours, Nia said. "We need to end this now." She devised a bold move, a direct strike on the Assembly's citadel, broadcasting humanity's victory to the galaxy. The Eclipse and 3 other ships descended, cloaking to avoid anti-air defenses. They landed on the citadel's outskirts, where Nia led a team to infiltrate the Assembly's chambers. Inside, the dignitaries were in panic. Zikra tried to flee, but Nia's team cornered her. "Call off your fleet," Nia demanded, her weapon trained on the executor. Tell them Earth is no longer a joke. Zikra's scales quivered, but she complied, broadcasting a stand-down order. The Concord's forces hesitated, their chain of command fractured. The Concord's hesitation was short-lived. Reinforcements arrived sooner than expected, led by Admiral Vaxtor, a crystalline being whose fleet was renowned for its precision. Vaxtor's ships, equipped with advanced sensors, began detecting the Armada's cloaked signatures. "They're adapting," Aisha warned, her console flashing with alerts. Nia regrouped with Marcus's ground team, now back in orbit. "We need to hit their command ship before they fully recalibrate," she said. The Eclipse led a high-risk maneuver, using Voron's debris field to mask their approach. The Armada's ships split into pairs, each targeting a segment of Vaxtor's fleet. The battle was brutal. Vaxtor's cruisers, unlike Krenvor's, anticipated the Armada's tactics. Ion beams grazed the Eclipse, damaging its cloaking array. Lila, aboard the flagship, worked frantically to repair it. "I can reroute power, but we'll lose speed," she said. "Do it," Nia ordered. The Eclipse vanished from sensors, slipping past Vaxtor's defenses. They fired a concentrated barrage at his command ship, the Apex, crippling its engines. Vaxtor's voice crackled over an open channel. "You fight well, humans, but the Concord is eternal." "Eternal doesn't mean invincible," Nia replied, signaling the Wraith to finish the job. The Apex exploded, sending shockwaves through the Concord's ranks. On Voron, the assembly was fracturing. Some dignitaries proposed surrender, others demanded retaliation. Nia's team broadcasted footage of the Apex's destruction, amplifying humanity's message. The galaxy was watching, and Earth was no longer a punchline. But the victory came at a cost. The Spectre was lost, its crew sacrificing themselves to protect the Eclipse. Nia's heart ached, but she pushed forward. "We honor them by finishing this," she told her crew. With Vaxtor's fleet in retreat, Nia seized the moment to cement humanity's place in the galaxy. She ordered the Eclipse to hack Voron's communication network, broadcasting a message to every Concord world. "This is Commander Nia Okoye of Earth," she said, her voice steady. "We are not your inferiors. We demand respect, or we'll take it." The broadcast showed the Armada's victories, crippled cruisers, silent cannons, a humiliated assembly. Across the galaxy, subjugated species, long oppressed by the conquered, began to stir. Rebellions sparked on distant worlds, inspired by Earth's defiance. On Voron, Zikra and the remaining dignitaries convened an emergency session. "We cannot fight a war on two fronts," Zikra admitted. "The humans have exposed our weaknesses." She proposed a ceasefire, offering Earth a seat in the assembly, a historic first for a primitive species. Nia was skeptical. "They'll try to control us," she told Marcus. "We need guarantees." The Armada maintained its position, cloaked and ready, as negotiations began. Zikra agreed to dismantle Voron's orbital weapons and grant Earth autonomy, but Nia demanded more. Technology transfers to level the playing field. Meanwhile, Lila and Aisha analyzed conquered tech salvaged from the Apex. "Their sensors are decades ahead," Lila said. "But we can adapt their designs, give us a year, and the Armada will be untouchable." Nia nodded, her mind on the future. The ceasefire was a start, but trust was fragile. She kept the Armada on high alert, knowing the Concord's pride wouldn't heal easily. The Shadow Armada returned to Earth, greeted as heroes. Mega-continents held celebrations, their skies lit with drones displaying the fleet's victories. Nia addressed the global council, urging unity. "The galaxy knows us now," she said, "but this is just the beginning." Marcus and Lila led efforts to integrate conquered tech, upgrading the Armada's ships. Aisha coordinated with rebel factions on conquered worlds, building a network of allies. The galaxy was shifting, and Earth was at its center, but not all was well. Krenvor, exiled after his defeat, was rumored to be rallying a rogue fleet. Nia prepared for the possibility of retaliation, stationing the Armada in strategic orbits. "We've earned our place," she told her crew. Now we defend. A. The Eclipse underwent repair strategies, repairing its cloaking array and reinforcing its hull. Lila's upgrades made it faster, stronger, and nearly undetectable. Nia felt a surge of pride, but also unease. The Concord's ceasefire was tentative, and Krenvor's forces loomed. A year later, Earth stood transformed. Concord Tech had accelerated its development, with clean energy and advanced AI reshaping society. The Shadow Armada patrolled the solar system, a deterrent to any who dared challenge humanity. Nia, now an ambassador to the Assembly, negotiated trade agreements, ensuring Earth's independence. Marcus trained a new generation of pilots, while Lila and Aisha pioneered hybrid human-alien tech. The galaxy watched, wary but intrigued. Rumors of Krenvor's fleet persisted, but Nia was ready. The Eclipse led a patrol to the Kuiper Belt, testing new stealth systems. No attack came, but the message was clear. Earth was prepared. In a global address, Nia spoke to humanity. "We were mocked, but we rose. The stars are ours now. Let's claim them together." The crowd roared, united in purpose. The galaxy had changed. Earth, once a curiosity, was now a power. The Concord's laughter had faded, replaced by respect and fear. Nia gazed at the stars, ready for the next challenge. If you enjoyed humanity's defiance, please support our channel. Subscribe, share, and join our community to explore more epic sci-fi tales. Your support fuels our stories. Thank you.